Hi, and thanks so much for watching. Today I'm going to be reviewing the new L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation. I'm just going to read the back really quick. It says it's a radiant foundation, wears up to 24 hours, medium coverage, and air light. Shake well and dot onto skin for flawless coverage. So I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to give you my final thoughts at the end, but this is what it looks like so far. And just stay tuned if you want to see how I apply it and then how it wears throughout the day, because I'm going to be doing check-in. Really light for me, but you can just see the difference in the coverage. I had a little bit of red through here from where I just put on my primer. I just put on a normal silicone based primer, but it's definitely covering a lot with just that one layer with the beauty sponge. This product's really liquidy, so make sure if you're going to use a sponge like this, get it really damp so it doesn't suck up all of your product, because I think that if I had used a brush I may have used a little bit less product, but I don't think the finish would have been as good. Right now I'm really liking the finish. Okay, there's one layer. I'm going to try and do my next layer with a brush, and then I'll probably just tap it out with the sponge afterwards. But I do want to see if this is buildable. So you can see the brush is doing a good job of applying the product and packing it on there, but it's so streaky because of the formula. So I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just tap that out. I'm really enjoying the formula of this. You can just see it looks like it just melted into my skin, so I can barely feel it on. I really enjoy it so far. So hopefully it lasts like this all day, because it's claiming to be 24 hours, but a foundation like this thin of a formula and this glowy typically doesn't last that long on me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and finished my makeup, and I'm about to leave to run some errands, so I'll check back in a little bit and show you how it's wearing so far. Okay, at this point I've had the foundation on for about 5 hours, and I've been out in the sun. I had my sunglasses on, so you can see the little marks from those. But all in all, it's looking really good. I do see it getting a little bit patchy through here, which is kind of weird because typically that doesn't happen to me. And I'm a little bit shiny everywhere, but again, I've been outside. It's been probably 85 to 90 degrees and I haven't touched up at all. So it still looks pretty good, I think. It hasn't really broken up anywhere except for right through there, and I'm not really sure why that is because I don't even really touch that part of my face. But I will be back in a little bit to check in again. Okay, so right now it's almost 7:30, so I've had this foundation on for just about 7.5 hours. You can tell I haven't touched up at all. It's still really dewy, a little bit too shiny, so I am going to just powder a little bit before I finish the video, just because I don't want to be on here that shiny. So even with powdering, I use just my Stay Matte powder. You can see it still has a really nice sheen to it. So far, it's broken up a little bit through here, like I was talking about earlier. And I mean, it barely creased right there, which is normally my problem area. But everything else, I really like it. I just think the coverage is nice. I really like the texture, the formula, the way that it just brings out that nice glow. The only thing is I would bring powder with you or blotting papers if you're gonna be outside in the sun, if it's gonna be, you know, really, really hot outside and humid like it was today. Because I think that's why I got so shiny, because normally I don't get that shiny. But yeah, all in all, I really liked it. I think it did a really good job of staying. Like I said, I only had a little bit of it breaking up on me, but everywhere else it really looks exactly the same as when I left earlier today. And for being outside in, you know, that humid 85 to 90 degree weather, I think that this still looks really, really good. I only have a couple other foundations that have the staying power that this one has. Since it is so hot outside, maybe I should try the matte formula and see how my skin reacts to it now, because I know in the winter I just wasn't loving it anymore. So maybe I'll try that one again. But so far this one is a definite yes, I would repurchase and continue using. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already so you can stay tuned for more videos.